The Kalen DeBoer Show is brought to you by Coke Zero Sugar. Tackle game day with a great taste of Coke Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever? Try and decide. Ford. The Ford F-150 helps make your game day traditions bigger and better, season after season.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by Alabama Department of Public Health, who reminds Alabama, don't wait, vaccinate.
We're in it now. No more easy outs. No more safety nets. Our backs are against the wall. But you know what? This is where the strongest emerge. This is where teams show who they really are. We didn't come this far to give up. And we sure as hell won't back down now. Whenever we head into unfamiliar territory, the moment we set foot on that field, it becomes ours. This isn't their home turf, it's our stage. Road games test your will, your heart, and your ability to stay strong in the face of adversity. You see, some people run from the fire. They shrink when things get tough, but not us. We stand in it. We don't flinch. We don't back down. We dig deep, and we fight harder. Because we know if we stand tall in this fight, if we refuse to give in, we will walk out of it stronger than ever before. So, when we step into Camp Randall, let's play with fire in our hearts, with the unity of a team that has each other's back. And with the determination of champions, it's not just another game, it's a statement. Stand the fire, walk out, and take what's ours. Now go get it.
Ball dominance, details, and explosive. Every single game it's going to show up. It's who we are. This is what I want you to know about your mindset. When things go good, 1-0.
Not tomorrow, today.
Run!
Ain't about them, it's about us. Make it about us tonight.
This is what they're praying for.
If they ain't winning triple.
Welcome everybody to another edition of the Kalen DeBoer Show presented by Truckworks. I'm Chris Stewart along with the head coach of the Crimson Tide. Camp Randall Stadium, a wonderful setting. Turned out to be a great place for your team to get win number 3.
Yeah, it was really good. I'm proud of our guys and the way they came into an environment that I know this place can be hostile. I know it can get rocking, and I thought we did a really good job of early on, setting the tone, playing our game, being physical, being fundamental, much better with our discipline, just doing what we were supposed to, and doing your job and really kind of taking the air out of the place, I think, especially of what I know it's capable of.
Coach, even before your team got to the stadium, they knew that they had some people that had their back. I mean, around the hotel, around town. I was around Madison for a couple of days before the game. Tons of Bama fans here. That's not a surprise, but your first time to see it in person.
Yeah, you could feel coming out on the field that there was a lot of support here, and our guys love that, and we appreciate everyone who follows us, both home and away.
All right, so in the first half, defense gets a stop, but not until they get in field goal range. They make a 53-yarder. Puts them on the board first, but your team seemed very, very calm and still very comfortable starting their first drive.
Yeah, and then, just kind of feeling them out. And they made some plays, and obviously a great attempt on the field goal. The game's long, and you just got to keep playing. And we make the little adjustments, understand really how they're going to attack, what the speed feels like, the physicality feels like. And again, our defense did a nice job responding for much of the rest of the game.
You didn't get points on your first drive, but you did gain some momentum, didn't you?
We did, and unfortunately we came short on the field goal. And, but that just, you felt like there was a rhythm. Felt like there was a gelling. We were protecting Jalen, and getting the run game going a little bit here and there. He was active, and I think when you have a lot of those things, that's going to be a good sign for us offensively.
Big sequence at the end of the first half, but you get the stop. They miss a field
Roll
goal.
Tide, baby. Let's go.
Let's
go. Good job, Coach. Let's go.
If it's a Heisman Trophy winner, they can make cameos on the taping for the show.
A little interview bomb on Coach real quick.
That's right. Always
Anytime,
good.
Anytime.
But Mark Ingram, it's good to have the guy from Fox. He's got a day job now, but jumping in with us here, that's pretty exciting too, Coach.
I love it. He came and did a great job speaking with us, and came and saw us with our team meeting last night. Special player, obviously. I know the fans love him to death, and I'm starting to get to know him pretty well, and it's been a lot of fun to be around.
Understandably so. We were talking about the touchdown, but we're going to just show it to you as we take a look at our first half highlights.
They give it to him. Oh, and he won't! Alabama meets him in the backfield, drives him down. At the 40-yard line, Milroe keeps it. He's got a blocker in front of him. Picks up the first down, slashing, and gets out of bounds. Milroe, empty backfield. Milroe fires up the sideline. Caught, touchdown! Woo! Ryan Williams. Maluzzi, great run. Oh, he lost it. Certainly being physical helps that business. Oh, first down, it's Miller with a big opening. Milroe runs it, tries to turn the corner, gets to the edge, touchdown, Crimson Tide. Big plays, I think Wisconsin needs to be second down and 7. Walker stood up and driven back. Give the game away in the second quarter. Get after reflected at the line, run it and get the locker room with the lead. That's what I do. Milroe, he's not going to do that. He's firing down the field. He's got his man. Williams. Ryan Williams. Another huge game with a young man they call Hollywood. 47 yards. In the backfield. Milroe will throw it. Milroe down the sideline. Caught, touchdown, Alabama. Jeremy Bernard. And just like that, the Crimson Tide get up and down. 26-yard touchdown.
Coach, you were talking about that sequence at the end of the first half before we had the cameo from Mark Ingram, but it was a huge point. The end of the second quarter, the start of the third completely flipped that game.
We talk about the middle 8, you know, the last 4 minutes of the first half and the first 4 minutes of the second. And winning the middle 8 leads to an extremely high percentage of wins across college football. And I thought our guys did a great job, holding to a field goal. They missed the field goal, and us, having 3 timeouts. We were fairly confident. We were going to, as long as we kept moving the chains, we were going to get a lot of plays in here still in 30-some seconds. So I love the aggressiveness with the play calls. I love the execution. Guys going to make plays. Coming into the locker room, knowing we're going to get the ball back, and then responding and going to do it again. That's what great teams do. We scored 14 points before their offense got a chance to get back on the football field. So that was really, one of the turning points and one of the kind of the momentum swings in the game.
Big sequence right there, but overall, what was the message in the locker room at halftime?
That, we'd played a solid game. And there were plays that were being made just by doing things that we're capable of, not having to do something outrageous, just playing physical, disciplined football and playing our style. And we were winning the line of scrimmage, and I just knew that as the game wore on, that would continue to be the case, and just emphasize those things. And then I can start fast in the third quarter, which is what we did.
All right, Coach, let's get to those second half highlights.
On 9 carries. In the backfield with him. Here's Jam Miller! Jam Miller! Touchdown, Bama! First down and 15 at the 15. Miller has done a nice job in the game. Lost it. Was he down? Alabama has it. Third down and 2 at the Wisconsin 10. Milroe runs it, follows Miller with a seam. Milroe, touchdown, Alabama. That should do it, folks. 42-10, the final score. Coaches shaking hands at the end of this one. Kalen DeBoer and the Crimson Tide. All business from the very beginning.
Coach, we love giving you a chance to talk about your players individually a little bit. One of them this week we're going to talk about, or hear you talk about, is tight end and CJ Dippre.
Yeah, CJ, he's Crimson Tide through and through, and I know he hasn't spent his entire career here. I know he wished he would have had that opportunity. We did a senior talk with him a couple weeks ago on a Friday night, and it was just really cool hearing how much he cares about this place, how much he cares about his teammates. And you can see it with how he plays. He's unselfish. He goes out there. He will do anything for the team, blocking when called upon. He's been really consistent, catching the ball. He's moved the chains, I know, in a few games here early in the season. And so just, love what he brings to the table. He's consistent each and every day.
Let's go all access with tight end CJ Dippre.
I'm CJ Dippre. I'm from Scranton, Pennsylvania. I went to Lakeland High School.
Time's back and you're rolling.
I play tight end. I love it. I mean, you're kind of in the mix with the O-line, with the receivers, blocking for the running back, outlet always for the quarterback. So it's awesome just to be involved and, know all your teammates. You're not just with the skills, just with the bigs, just with the mids. You kind of know everybody. What made me come to Alabama is just the rich history of this place. I mean, I loved being able to play for Coach Saban last year, being able to play for Coach DeBoer this year. I'm super excited, and just, all the historic great athletes that came through here. I mean, you see an Alabama guy in just about every NFL roster. So, knowing that you can be one of those guys is awesome. My goal is definitely go to the NFL after playing here this is my senior year. After that, I want to get back into the sport, either in the weight room. I've talked to Coach Blue, doing something in the weight room, or just in coaching in the GA analysis aspect of it. I think I have a very good football IQ, so being able to not put that to waste and be able to share that with other people, or just share it with another team or this team if I'm lucky enough to come back, would be awesome. Yeah, Alabama has prepared me just outside of the football, just academically. Coach Saban was super high on academics, just like I know Coach DeBoer is going to praise the same thing. So just, taking pride in that, taking pride in family, taking pride in relationships, and being able to know what we want to do after football. I definitely think being able to play in Coach Saban's last season and Coach DeBoer's first season is something in the best of my books, I guess. So I think it's the best thing that could have happened. I love Coach Saban. A big reason I came here was to play for him. He's the GOAT of college football, so I wanted to play for him. And then now I'm on the team that, it's starting, the new era, it's just starting up. So being able to be on that team is going to be awesome to, look back and say that I was on Coach DeBoer's first team in Alabama. To the fans, I just say thank you for coming out to every game. We wouldn't be able to do it without you. Just thankful that all you guys are here and be able to come out and support us when you can.
Coach, we give you a segment to talk about an assistant coach each week. I got a feeling you could probably go more than one segment talking about Jamarcus Shepard. He could go more than a segment talking. We definitely know that.
He's got a loss of words. I don't know. Man, that guy is special. I first met him. We interviewed him. I was trying to get him to be my wide receivers coach back in 2014 at Eastern Michigan. He said no to me then, and we've just stayed in touch. And he's going on our third year together, and he just does an amazing job. He's fun to work with, intense, expects everything out of his players, coaches them up the right way, loves on them, and just a great human being, great family man. We're blessed to certainly have him on our coaching staff.
Great resume, but you talk about the personality, and it's genuine. I mean, initially, a lot of the talk, the rah-rah, may get some people's attention, but guys ultimately figure you out. He's genuine.
It never stops. What you see is what you get, and it doesn't matter if you're in his office and it's just you and him talking. It's intense. It's focused, and then there's the element of fun, that comes along with it too, which I think that balance is important, and he does a great job with it.
All right, let's go. Mercedes-Benz All Access with Alabama assistant coach Jamarcus Shepard.
My name is Jamarcus Shepard. I'm from Fort Wayne, Indiana. Now my family, they're actually from Uniontown, Alabama, so just about an hour south of Tuscaloosa. I also went to college. I played Division III football at DePaul University in Greencastle, Indiana. I would tell you that as a receivers coach, you have certain goals that you really want to achieve, and typically, I keep those things between us in the room. And but more than anything else, I just want us to be a consistent group. I want it to be a group that when our fans watch them, they know that they are scratching, clawing, and fighting for every single opportunity, every single yard. They're going to be competitive. But when those great opportunities come to make plays, that our guys are going to fight to make that play in every situation and not shy away from those opportunities. My family, being from Uniontown, Alabama, they love the University of Alabama. It's really been entrenched in our blood for a very, very long time. Before I got here, I was told there's really 2 seasons in the state of Alabama. There's football season, obviously, and then there's recruiting season. So that's all there is, all right? They don't worry about hunting. They don't worry about anything else. It's all Alabama football here in the state of Alabama. To the fans, I just want to let you know that without you all, this sport wouldn't exist. Let me tell you what, I'm a fan of you guys. I've been a fan of the Alabama fan base for a long time. When I came and coached against you guys at other times, you guys showed up and you showed up early. And it made all of us nervous. It makes everybody nervous when you guys show up and you show up early. So I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for making this an environment that's tough for other people to come into. You guys give us the energy, the excitement that we need to go out there and be great. Well, this is Tuscaloosa, okay? Everybody knows when you come to Tuscaloosa what time it is, and it's because of you. So thank you, fans.
Coach, time for the turning point brought to us by CB&S Bank. What was that for you in this ballgame?
I think it goes back to what we talked about right at the end of the half, the missed field goal, the score on offense, and then coming back and doing it again. And just the way it just, I think, it kind of puts you in a dominant position and all that momentum. So I think that missed field goal, the defense kind of bowing up, and they were slowly, methodically moving down the field, trying to milk the rest of the clock, and so we wouldn't have another chance on offense. But defense got the stop on 3rd down and forced the field goal.
Coach, it's not often that 3 weeks in, you got a bye week. It's not often you say it's a good thing, but it's also not often you play the #1 ranked team in the country, and that's who's next for you, the Georgia Bulldogs in Tuscaloosa in 2 weeks.
Yeah, just, 3-0 going into the bye week. It's what you would have wanted, what you would want to scripted, and I think that, we've got some good momentum here going on the road, and have kind of had a little bit of everything now through 3 weeks, and so get a chance to mentally, physically, get to where we need to be, and I think we're in an okay spot. But looking forward to starting SEC play at home back at Bryant-Denny.
Coach, thank you for the time. Congratulations as well on the 42-10 victory over the Wisconsin Badgers here in Madison. For Coach Kalen DeBoer, I'm Chris Stewart. Thanks for joining us for the Kalen DeBoer Show, presented by Truckworks.
The Kalen DeBoer Show is brought to you by Coke Zero Sugar. Tackle game day with a great taste of Coke Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever? Try and decide. Ford. The Ford F-150 helps make your game day traditions bigger and better, season after season.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by Alabama Department of Public Health, who reminds Alabama, don't wait, vaccinate.